Hello, hello, good morning, and happy Thursday. It is great to be almost done with the week. 'Cause- Hi Zilby. He is slightly unhappy with me. He didn't request his food for this morning for a little bit longer than normal. I think it was because he got distracted by the squirrels outside. And so then he's like, I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry. And so I took his food out of the fridge because he hadn't, you know, we prepped it earlier. And then he just sort of looks at me and was like, this is cold. This is cold food. How dare you serve me this food? And he'll eat it soon. I brought it down here so it could be with us. But he's been expressing his unhappiness with the quality of his servings today so far. So that's fun. All right. So today, I was looking at my list of things that I wanted to do. A request that we got here was we should create a tutorial on how to set up Rust for Screeps Arena. Since I was able to do that, and our Sundays are Screeps Arena days, and it looks kind of fun, right? So we're gonna plan that out today, and then possibly record that tomorrow. The idea is I want to try to create a single 10-minute video or so. So when I first wrote this down, I just sort of copied from my template of to-dos from my longer form courses, but I don't think this is exactly right. So it's more of create a list of steps, create the video description, you probably want to create a thumbnail. I don't need to create a list of issues for each one. I don't need to do market hype type things. Okay, so create list of steps. Okay, then in here we're going to record. Create the video description. Okay, so create a video description. Create a thumbnail. Upload video. Let's see what else is there. And then I guess tweet. So, what are my list of steps? All right. So first of all, probably a brief introduction to what is Screeps. So we'll do introduction. What is Screeps Arena? And let's see. I don't have any winning bots yet. We have not yet won. So that might be interesting to display. I don't have a Linux computer set up right now for this, but I think it should work just normally, just like a Mac. A Windows computer, that might be interesting to see where it stores its stuff. The end result should be the same because we're going to do a bunch of stuff in Docker. All right, so introduction. What is Screeps Arena? Then I guess how I found this was on GitHub. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay. Oh, right, it's this Rusty Screeps. Specifically, this Rusty Screeps Arena starter rest. This is where I began. So this starter basically is based upon a different starter, and it has instructions that are, as of right now, I think they are now correct. Let's double check. We have to get cargo Screeps. We have to make it work. Install it. Oh, and I have a Docker file for this too. So I want to switch over. All right, so I have a previous repo which I call Screeps Arena, but I'm gonna actually create a new repo called Screeps, and we're gonna put this stuff inside of here. So I'm gonna first make this public. Okay. So, then back to our code. Basically, I just have a license and a README on it. I don't even. Oh, I probably need to make the license match what this one has. MIT license. Right. I need to probably change you. I'll just open up code here. You just change the license year, and that's it. Okay, so I've got the repo set up for this. No. I got the repo set up for this. What else do you need? Right, so we'll be going through this and how to set up. Okay, so what is Screeps Arena? Basically going to be introducing the Rusty Screeps repo, which we're going to be using. We're going to be creating a Docker file, or rather, I'm going to create a Docker file for this. Okay, so create and publish the Docker file. So creating and publishing, I guess like Docker file to compile code. And what do we need on here? So we need to install cargo Screeps. We need to check out the arena. We need to deploy, but I remember that it wasn't quite that simple. We already did one as sort of an example. I wonder if I can deploy a package, a Docker file from a different location. Or maybe we can just use this one. I kind of like the idea of writing a new one, though, as part of this. So where did I put this? So it might have been part of Screeps Arena. Yeah, okay, so if we take a look at this Docker file here, it's behind me. Okay, so we have from Rust latest, get, okay, so we pull in cargo Screeps. We check out the arena branch. We install it. Okay, then we install it. We install cargo watch. We switch back to the root. We then install build essentials, package config, libssl dev binary. Okay. Oh, right. Well, then we get this LLVM GPG key, add that so we can install Clang, because Clang is necessary behind the scenes of what cargo Screeps is doing. So where did I go and find that? So I want Docker install Clang. Now they're suggesting to start from, but this is like a script. It's not showing the actual Docker commands here. I wonder if we can start from Clang and then add in Rust. I wonder if that would end up being easier. Or faster. Okay, out of curiosity. Are all the ones that are like slightly more trustworthy up top? It looks like it. So Clang Debian 10, is that? Okay, use the NVIDIA Docker image to run your Docker containers. Interesting, okay. I need an NVIDIA driver to use this? I would prefer not. Okay, so here's the Docker file for Ubuntu for NVIDIA. Interesting, they're going for a base image for this, so they can change that later if they want to. Okay, Debian front-end non-interactive, run apt-get install. Okay, so this is where we have these build essentials. I wonder if that C++ one would be better to start with. So they're copying a bunch of NVIDIA stuff over. Yeah, this just includes a bunch of stuff we don't need. All right. How about... Okay. This has no preview available. Great. To build the AutoPass library, I don't think I need to do that. Container to compile and run C++ code programs, Clang included. Maybe it's got like almost no downloads. Updated 6 years ago with almost no downloads. I'm a little bit hesitant. Okay, I think I might end up just continuing to do what we found before, which I don't exactly remember where we found this. Basically, we do this wget, we find for Okay, this is part of APT. So we got it from the lvm.org snapshot. We get the GPG key so we can add that into our apt-get repository and then install Clang through there. And right now I have just a command that's running here with this CTF. I wonder if I want to grab this from an argument. I kind of forget how to do that. Is it just args? Okay, so we've got you, so Docker file to set up Docker file to compile code. Once we get the Docker file, then we can run that. And I guess I need to set up the... We can do maybe the first... Can I do the first arena in here? Let me see. There are some tutorials, and I wonder if we can update to push there, or if that's not going to work. So, like, for example, here's this like loop and import. I've already passed all of these, and I did them in JavaScript. So how would I run this? I probably init inside of here. So let's actually go in and give this a fair shot. So inside of our Screeps, we're going to cargo init. So create a new library. We're going to be dependent on that cargo.toml file. What do we have in here? So I wonder if we need to like add all of these things. Oh, you know what we can do? We can go grab this from the Screeps Arena started to rest. So we can actually see here's the cargo.toml. So I could copy you in. We're going to rename this. So you're going to be this is interesting too. Okay, so we're gonna rename this. This is gonna be just Screeps Arena. Zero 1 0. Is there a more recent edition than 2018? I don't. Is there like a 2020 yet or a 2022? I don't think so, right? Okay, so dependencies, we need all of these things. The crate is not yet published, so there's this Screeps Arena game API, branch arena. So we can go and double check that. But this was working for me. And this is in Rusty Screeps, so it's all inside of here. So here's this Screeps game API. And inside we can see here is... there. Oh, look at that. There is no branch arena. Did you pull in? Oh, there's a version 2021. Thank you, Hork. Let's see if this works. So I'll do 2021. Okay, so this Screeps Arena game API. Oh, this is Screeps game API. That's why. I went to the wrong one. Screeps Arena game API. Oh, branch arena. There's literally only one branch. Okay, that makes sense then. And you are not published? Okay, so they just forked this from the other repo, or copied it over. It is not exactly correct. So it's still the old stuff here, which makes sense. That being said, Screeps Arena Game API. Can we find this on? Okay, so Screeps Game API. No, okay. They have not uploaded it. That's the reason. So we have to point to this from GitHub. Create not yet published. That's still. See. I guess like the other way is to pull this in locally and deal with it there. That could be interesting too. So let's see, we have Wasm Bindgen. I'm going to keep all of these versions the same because they might have requirements on them. And we'll have to update it if GitHub tells us with SecurityBot or whatever it's called, SecureBot, if there's a problem with them. All right, and then we have these features here. So we have default, like this: arena capture the flag, arena spawn and swamp, arena collect and control. Default is an empty array. Oh, I guess because they have multiple features activated. So what if I want to create a brand new one? So we're gonna do arena, what's the name of this? Loop and import. Oh, and I see, this is where it's, this is the location of where it's going to install. So arena. Is this this must be my game? Screeps Arena game API. Oh, I don't think that exists then. Never mind, I don't think I can do that. So this is all part of Screeps Arena game API. They're not gonna have a special one for the tutorial. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I still might want to create a feature, but it probably wouldn't be anything special like this. We'd just use whatever we have normal in here. Okay, so then that brings us into here. Okay, so that's nothing. Right, so then we take a look at our library, and this is what we get. We're going to use the Screeps Arena game, use the Wasm Bindgen prelude. Okay, so far of our steps, we have the introduction, we have, I guess, like, set up Docker from Docker file. Oh, I didn't want to override a new file with that. Pipe to pbconf. That's right. Okay, so don't need any of you, because that's my stuff. They have this entire setup login. Oh, which is from this logging RS. And actually, I think what we can do is we're gonna copy everything we need from over here. So inside of source. Oh no, wait, this is the game API. I want to start from Screeps Arena starter rest. And basically I want to copy everything over. So starting from this. So set up Docker from the Docker file, and then what is this? This is going to be copy. I mean, it's kind of like forking, but I don't want to fork, so I can reference this in my GitHub projects, which I found is like, I don't know if that's a bug or not, but if it's a fork, I can't reference the repo from a GitHub project, which seems a little bit odd to me, but okay. So I want to copy Screeps Arena starter code. Okay, so we have this stuff. We get our Docker file going. We get you going. Oh, we have to set up the screeps.toml file. Okay, we have our default deploy mode. We see have build. Then we have our different types. So build mode is arena. Then we have CTF, swamp, and collect. And then we're gonna want to add another one in here for the tutorial, so we can do the tutorial. Oh, and this is where it adds in the features. Okay. So screeps.toml is going to be add, I guess I could add first. I guess add feature or add deploy, add feature for first tutorial. Okay. Then, okay, so that -m is what then we're going to use inside of the Docker file. So I kind of do need to have to like pass in some kind of argument for it, don't I? Or something to overwrite it. If we take a look at this Docker file here, we have here the CTF. So I might I might do something like with the load and new or something else. I want to do a quick experiment here. I'm going to create a new folder. We're going to do a Docker args. Actually, I'm not going to do it in here. I'm going to do it in a playground. So this is going to be Docker, I guess like just Docker. And then inside of here, I'm going to have Docker with args. I don't know why. Oh, it's trying to do something like install or update the command line tools or something behind the scenes. It's very unhappy because I told it no. Okay, so where we're gonna start. This one, it probably doesn't really matter. I can just start from Ubuntu and go latest. Oh, interesting. I can do platform in here too. That's important if I want somebody else to be able to run the image after I create it. But from here, not necessarily. But okay, I want arg name equals a default value. Okay, so if I have an arg, and this would be like whatever the game mode is, right? So if we do arg game mode, our default value would be something like capture the flag. Then I want to do a... Now I would like to have this run from the command. So we're just gonna have a this is gonna be a very simple one here. So our command is going to be an echo. Game mode is game mode. Is that going to work? Let's find out. Okay, so we're going to do Docker with args. Oh, -t. All right, so we're gonna do a Docker run. This one we're gonna auto remove at the end of it because I don't really need this to remain up, at least not right this second. I don't need to do an I or T. I just want to get that echo out. So I don't need a volume. I don't need any ports. I think we're gonna go straight to it. So we're gonna be able to just go Docker with args. Latest is fine, and if I don't hand anything in, I would expect to see that CTF. Echo unexpected operator. Is it this colon? Because I saw that colon. Yeah, let's try this again. Oh, echo comma unexpected operator. So I want the command to be echo. I want this quote game mode is. Do I need to pass in something like that? I could also just do this and pass in the game mode separately. Unexpected operator. Okay, so what's happening here? If I do echo, echo colon works. Echo with nothing works. Well, it's finding those just fine. Let's actually go look at the documentation for Docker. So I want a Docker file reference. Okay, for the commands we have three different styles. I've never really liked the fact that they have three different styles. So the preferred form is this one that we have on top, where it's the array of things. So the first one is the executable, that's our echo, and then we have params that go into it. Now our second one is default parameters to entry point. Okay, so that's not what I want. And then command param1, param2 is shell form. Unlike the shell form, the exec form does not invoke a command shell. This means that the normal shell processing does not happen. For example, command echo home will not do variable substitution on home. If you want shell processing, then either use the shell form or execute a shell directly. For example, osh-she echo home. When using exec form and executing a shell directly, as in the case, I wonder if that's a problem. I need to use the other style. Okay, so this needs to be just command space, and then we're going to do echo game mode is CTF. Game mode, like that. Echo game mode is not found. So if I try to do echo this does not exist, and then what is this? Oh, so that's not okay. That's not a problem then. So game mode is, and then colon not found. I wonder if that's the Docker file saying that this game mode is not found. Okay, I want to go back up and take a look at. Oh, it's not alphabetical order. Arg. The arg instruction defines a variable that users can pass at build time to the builder. Oh, build time. With the Docker build command using a build arg flag. If user specifies a build argument that was not defined in the Docker file, the build outputs a warning. Okay, so I want a run time. Maybe I can't do runtime. Arg user, okay, then I do use it like that, okay. And then dash dash build dash arg user equals what? Okay. Okay. So, slightly different. Although it should still work, right? Because I'm saying arg game mode equals this. If it doesn't exist, make this the string capture the flag. Command, I want to, oh, it's not a string. I want to echo that, don't I? So then we're going to do a Docker build again. Docker run like that. Game mode is not CTF. Well, that's too bad. I was really hoping that would work. But okay, so we have game mode is, and then you're not, that's not helping. Do you need to be all capital? No, because that works with not all capitals. Do you not want quotes? That didn't work either. Okay. If an arg instruction has a default value, like this, and if there is no value passed at build time, the builder uses the default, which is exactly what I want it to do. Which is just too bad. Now, I suppose what we can do is now do a build arg here. So I have game mode here. Is it dash dash build arg before the dot? So build arg, then we can say, give me this game mode equals, and we're gonna say just something like maybe like tutorial to make it very different. Okay, so that works. Does it show here what the arg is? Not really. Okay, then that can't possibly be right. So latest is the only one that it has. But so it's getting game mode is nothing in here, which is really sad. I was really hoping to be able to I guess I create multiple Docker images from the same image, and then say, okay, like this one is specifically for capture the flag. This one is specifically for something else. That would be really nice. But for some reason, am I just doing this completely wrong? Can I not use the arg in a command? Oh, now we're off of that. So back down to commands. Well, we can do a run. We can do a run and see if it's in there. So we can do a run command, and that's going to echo game mode is this game mode. And we're going to see whether or not it likes that. And then our command can just be echo hello for right now. Okay, look at that. Inside of here, we have run echo game mode is tutorial. So we actually see our argument is taking and is available inside of this Docker image. Now, when I run this as a container, I only get that hello. Although in this case, that's not too surprising. I only put hello, right? How about if I just do it right away, right? So game mode. Yeah, nothing. Just a completely empty string here. So I can use, now I'm also using command as the shell version of the command, which it says it does. Okay, maybe I need to do this style. So sh or bash -c for command, and then we can tell it what to do. So let's try that method. We'll do shell -c echo game mode. Huh. You wanted to go directly to that. I don't know if that's going to be correct or not, but we're going to find out. Okay, so it didn't like that. Let's try just straight up game mode like that. Still's not liking it, which is unfortunate. Okay, now if I just put echo in like this, and I have something at the end of my my run command. So if I just do this, and then I also just, I don't want to override, I want to just append on and just say like, hello. Yeah, that's gonna say like, hey, it doesn't know where this executable hello is. I want to now have this available as like further arguments to the command. Is there something that I can use here? We could also potentially try the entry point. And then we have exec form and shell form. Command line arguments to Docker run image will be appended after all elements in an exec form. Entry point and will override all elements specified using command. Okay, so I think that's what I want, is entry point. So we're gonna do entry point. I want echo. Let's first start by, can we use game mode? Like that. Will this just work? No, of course not. Oh, but I overrode this here. So I run, I don't get anything back. And then if I do a hello, that doesn't work. Ha! So I get the string literal game mode out there. Okay, so then if I add another thing, so other. Okay, game mode other. So perhaps we can do something like this, where then I just tell it what to do at runtime. And then if I want this to run in the shell version, I think that's going to be sh -c, and then I want essentially echo, and then game mode. I think will that work? Same error that we were getting before. So not exactly. No, but if I add in, even with other in, it doesn't like that. So this shell -c echo game mode. And then we can do the shell version of entry point. So we can just say, I want echo hello world. There's our hello world. And then we can add more stuff here. So more just gets, nothing. So nothing appended onto that. So that's good to know. So we would need, I would need to then do probably a command. No, I'd need to use the JSON form in entry point to get that to work. But if I do echo game mode, nothing. Okay, so I think the closest that we can do here is have an don't use arguments. I don't think that that's helpful because we can't use it inside of the entry point or the arg. That only works in runs. So instead, we're going to use entry point. We're going to use the JSON format, so we can do something like I want echo. Okay, so I want echo, and then if I run this, I can just say echo hello world here, and that echoes out whatever I pass into it. So in this case, we can then run it and say I want to be running the capture the flag version, and so that's what we would get. So back to here, this would be command. We'll do entry point. And then we could have a default, which is this CTF here. And the way we do that is with the command method, which would now be CTF. And so we can update that and override this here. Okay, so I think the first thing that we're gonna want to do as part of figuring this tutorial out is, before we can do like recordings or anything else, I want to. This is really gonna be like the video. I'm gonna want the sort of like the steps that I'm taking to get here. So we're gonna be let's start over with this. And just sort of like getting everything to work. So don't save. All right, so what do we got here? I want to remove our cargo block, cargo toml, Docker file, source, and target. I guess I could even remove the license in the README, and then we'll copy it over, so that way it's guaranteed to be the same license in README. So license 2. Okay, so then what I want to do is open up another one of these tabs. I'm going to go into Screeps Arena Starter Rust. I've modified some things. I don't want to do that. I want to cancel that. So we're going to do a git. Okay, no changes have happened, it looks like. There are no other branches for us to look at. So we have .git, get ignore, cargo.lock, cargo.toml. Also for this one here, I want to do, I'm in the main branch. I want to actually do this as a, I can remove our git ignore. Let's do a setting. Okay, so I'm going to create a new branch for us to do this in, so I can just delete that branch when we're ready to go. So this is it's sort of like experimentations. Maybe it's like our like end result of like the solution. I don't know. Like discover, or maybe discovery. I don't. Is there a way for me to associate a branch with this? Kind of. This is number 1 here. So can I say 1 discovery? This is an empty branch, but okay. So the first thing is I want to copy over everything from Screeps Arena. We're going to do that over from here. So I'm going to do a copy recursively. I'm not going to use the -p tag to keep ownership and permissions. We'll let them sort of assign back to, well, me, but it looks like they already are me. I don't need the .get, but we'll take in .get ignore. The cargo, I don't think I want the lock, so toml. I will take in the license, the readme, the example, the JavaScript folder, package folder, the Screeps.toml. No, I want to reset that. The source and the target is going to be recreated, so I only need those things. And send that on over to builds, Screeps, like that. Okay, so that gave me all of these things. That's great. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a bunch of small commits with this as we go along to sort of like understand what's going on. How's it working? So I want status with this commit. Build. Let's see. I guess this would be like a soft forked from Screeps Arena starter. Okay. So soft fork code from starter kit. So looking at their suggestions here, we need to then create our Docker file for this. Okay. So if I want to create the Docker file that's going to work with this. Oh, and this is like part of Screeps. So I actually didn't want it to go directly in there. I wanted this to go into a subfolder for Screeps Arena, just in case we're going to do something with Screeps separately. Saw something crawling on the camera. It's not on the lens. I think it went into like the little vents. So either it's an ant or a really small spider. So I'm if some weird fuzzy thing just suddenly comes across the screen, that's probably me being eaten. But okay, so I want to now immediately move all these. So I want to do a Maker, Screeps Arena, and I want to now move. So cargo.lock, cargo. Let's do the git ignore, cargo lock, cargo toml. I'm just being very specific with what I'm moving. So license should be fine. README, we can move the README over. The example scripts.toml, JavaScript, package. Screeps Arena is not what I'm moving over. I'm moving that into that. Source and target. I thought I didn't bring in target. I don't need target. Move that into Screeps Arena. And we're going to remove target. All right, so I think it's going to take a little bit longer, and I just want to go nice and slow through everything here to sort of like make sure that I actually like understand all the steps that we're doing this before I create the video. And the other thing is with this video, I want to see if I can try to make it like one of those shorter style videos that we see on YouTube. So that's going to be an experiment we're going to do. So instead of like the really long form ones, I want this to be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, if possible. There's a lot of steps to do in that period of time, so I might do a lot of cuts too, which is going to be interesting to sort of like see. It's going to be very different than my normal style. Okay, so that being done here. All right. Well, unfortunately, I'm also running out of time. So that copied over into the Screeps Arena folder. My next step, what would that be? To remind myself for tomorrow. My next steps would be to probably continue following the README. Which is now going to be to set up this, which I want to do in a Docker file because I want anybody else to be able to like reproduce this easily on their system. That makes sense to me. Now, a Docker image probably won't work because if I build this on my Mac, that won't work on anybody else. So we're just going to do this here, and we're going to ignore any ones that I put up onto Docker Hub. All right, so create the Docker file to do this thing. And I'll go back through the sort of like doing it by hand. Maybe those will all be sort of like the individual videos. So create the Docker file to compile code. I guess I create the Docker file. And looking at our instructions here, the first step is to install cargo Screeps. Arena branch. That's what we're gonna do starting tomorrow. Okay, with that, thank you everybody for hanging out with me today. Sorry we didn't get too much fun stuff going here, but hopefully we should be able to get something like this. This is one of those things where it's like it takes a long time to figure out exactly what to make to create a sort of like more pared down experience. But I also feel it's important to like show off this process too, and not just like the end result YouTube video. So this is also going to be my first of the edited YouTube videos. We're gonna see how that works. Anyways, I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna head off to work. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, where we'll continue working on this. Thank you so much, and see you then. Bye.